Who do we have left? It looks like it comes down to Bob. Bob, shall I seduce or attend the wedding? All right. Oh, but I want that island. That island is hosting a very important wedding in a few months and is also the dowry. Surely I don't have to explain the diplomatic importance of such an event and the Queen's attendance. All right, finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates with your preference. Men, women, or do you not mind? I'm not interested in love. Are you sure, Your Majesty? The nobles will be most upset. Surely it behooves you to look at some options. I suppose it would do no harm. Any. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. See what they have to offer. Kelly.
Easy enough decision. You'll marry into the grandees as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right?
Dun 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 dun. End of the third season. Hidden in a labyrinth beneath an eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the queen.
The last time I petitioned Queen Andona, she gave me this dreadfully suspicious look.
All the other counts are talking about it. The crown really has it in for us right now.
Blood and stars, we must claw our way back into her good graces.
The Count's aim is to lower the Defiance to 4 or less.
Or get that military up to like 8 or 9.
Yeah, that too. In the coast, Lord Patrician Bob the Mighty III sits on a pier, watching the sharks swim lazy circles beneath his dangling feet. Suddenly the water begins to boil and froth. The sharks swim off in terror. A huge, shaggy figure rises from the sea. You wanted to meet me? Make it quick. A giant squid is fighting a sperm whale 30 miles from here, and I don't want to miss it. You're a wizard, Harry.
I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she?
Queen's Navy did anchor their ships over my favorite reef last month. Bloody annoying. Alright, I'll help you, but you better get rid of the bees first.
Did you say bees?
Yes. On this plane, they're simple insects, but in the apiary world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent, call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. They won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you deal with them. Crampton sets up residence on coastal land, raising a tower in a matter of hours. For miles around, the crops wither and die as magical radiation ravages land. The next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons.
That's easy.
That's easy.
I think you got that one.
All right, Xerxes. Let me get some money up. Why not? Let's do it for the lulz.
You really want a rebellion quickly, huh?
Might as well. I mean, are they going to with 3?
I mean,
ooh,
we'll start plotting pretty quickly.
Food riots.
Your Highness, the famine in the south grows worse by the day, and it's not our fault in any way, shape, or form. Riots are breaking out in all the major townships, from Serena to Calaville. Starving mobs are pillaging bakeries, granaries, and merchant houses. What are we to do?
Alright, what should be done about the starving peasants causing mass unrest in the south? Send in the army to control the riots. 80% chance of success from the military. Import mass amounts of food from Tavalin and Kurth. Minus 1,600 of the treasury. Defiance down, farming up. Granny should buy up surplus grain. Coastal farming is too low. Wait. Buy up from the patricians? Yeah. Oh, see, close. Order grain supplies to be diverted from the coast. I guess both of those. Coastal farming is too low. I call for unity.
No.
Voting is tied at 3. Alright, Defiance down, farming up. I mean, the Defiance isn't up anyway. Send in the military! Unfortunately, it's not just the peasants who are starving. When the hungry soldiers are ordered to attack their fellow citizens, they opt instead to cut down their commanding officers and join the riots. Oof. That's a big failure. Military's down. Stability is down. Trade is down. Riots rage for weeks until multiple southern cities are ablaze and every granary has been ransacked. When all is said and done, the South is a shadow of its former self. Whoopsie. Rebellion doesn't look so out of sight now.
No.
Nothing has been resolved.
No,
Peasants are still hungry.
Yeah, 3's not crazy if there's 3 3s all joining in.
True.
Look, we
Wow,
had to
this
burn
train
the
is
last
darker
farm
than
to
the
win the
other
game. The peasants
No,
should
it-
understand that.
It gets dark pretty quick, and then it shoots back over to fish people.
It's true. Alright. Great Hall, don't get a chance to meet them, blah blah blah. First portrait, Alistair, eldest son of the Eastern Sylvan Dynasty. I met him at a party once, but all he did was squeak out a hello and run off. Seemed nice enough, sweet guy. There's a laboratory conducting experiments. Alright. On the coast, we have Camilla, the wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Stubbs, drowned the third as estate. They've got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare along the coast. They love to go hunting, which isn't a common hobby among the patricians, but their father kept them far away from the wealthy businesses ever since an incident with some magic beings. I like the sound of them. Finally, from the south, Ada, the eldest daughter of the Sane Zane lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Wait,
Why
Zane,
is
weren't you
Zane
a count?
Zane the Grandees?
I think it's just because he was on that at some point. I don't know.
Oh yeah, right. The first game we played a long time ago. Interesting.
Maybe.
Like many in the South, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. Unfortunately, she lacks the common touch. Peasants have terrible nicknames. Don't like to look. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Alright, it is time for me to lower a little bit of that defiance. Alistair of the East. Alright, even out some of that defiance a bit. And now we go to the island wedding.
Your
Oh, yeah.
Team Highness, in a few days you'll be traveling to the Archduke of Saul's wedding. Surely there's a way we can turn this to our advantage.
We must forge an alliance with Sal. They have fast ships, and with this new island outpost, control over most of the Ghost Sea. Or you could publicly object to this blasphemous union of fish. He's not a fish, he's a finfolk. Bah, same difference. This is a matter for the council, I believe. Alright, seek an alliance with Sal. Publicly object to the union on religious grounds. Just attend the wedding like a normal human being. Let's see here. Let's put my monarch's vote on B. If B wins, my authority goes up 1.
Love is love.
Love is love indeed.
Seeking alliance is more beneficial, no matter how.
True, very true. Alright, well the council has spoken. Good luck, your serene highness. Soon the time has come, you board a ship and sail to the newly risen island. Archduke of Saul is due to marry his finfolk groom. Lacking a spouse, you have chosen the chancellor as your +1. Oh, I do love weddings, though I always end up in a flood of tears. At last, a new island crests the horizon. It's an empty little rock devoid of vegetation, with no buildings except a marquee and a hastily constructed Church of the Ninth. But it is packed with people, mostly nobles of Sal, who welcome you with cheers and bows. You file into the church. As the ceremony begins, the Finfolk Prince walks down the aisle while the Archduke of Sal waits with clasped hands. Does anyone here know any lawful impediment to these two people being joined in marriage? Sit quietly. But I now pronounce you married. Let's start then. Time for a party. Everyone crowds into the marquee to get incredibly drunk. As you're making the rounds, chatting, gobbing canapes, you find yourself face to face with the Archduke. Your Majesty, thanks for coming. A toast to my new husband and I. See, you're very much in love. Well, yes, and the island dowry didn't hurt. Would you be interested in an alliance between Sal and my kingdom? It depends. What do you have to offer me? Gratitude? Well, I appreciate the offer, but it sounds like you'd get a great deal. Sounds like you'd get a great deal from this arrangement, and I get nothing at all. I'm going to go enjoy my wedding party now. I suggest you do the same. Goodbye, Your Majesty. Celebrate long tonight and wake with a thudding headache. When you arrive back at the capital, the council is furious that you didn't follow their advice. I did follow you.
You didn't succeed.
True.
Oh, we can't believe you overturned the rule of the council. We specifically instruct you to seek an alliance.
Gift arrives the next day, and as thanks for your attendance, the Archduke of Sal has sent you a silver statue of an elephant with emerald eyes. New Island proved to be immensely beneficial for Salish trade. They expand their operations, outcompeting your own merchants at every turn. Oof, that hits me directly in my ambition as well. Trade is now struggling, down to 3. It's also a key military outpost. The islanders of Sal become known as the undisputed masters of the ocean, while the patricians can only seethe and cope.
I just want to say that between this game and the last game, I bought the game, so I think that's why I'm getting more speaking roles.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was wondering if
Well.
it was so important, but I think I bought the game.
That'll do it.
Nice.
We also have fewer players as well. Deep in the back rooms of the royal palace, the southern grandees are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the walls, corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by colored string.
The Queen has finally found a match, even if it isn't who we had hoped. Now she just needs to get on with the wedding.
Sure.
Indeed, and then on to producing an heir. I heard tell of a secret meeting between the patricians and the wizard Scrampton. Ninth only knows what they were discussing, but it can't have been good.
Then we've got to keep up our efforts. Queen Andonia isn't going anywhere on our watch.
Grandees must continue to aid the Queen by countering the other region's schemes. They will win the game if the Queen produces an heir, which we did. Wait, no, we haven't yet, and completes the ambition. Alright, it is time for a new law. Alright. Let's see here. I keep the monarch's vote, and I'm going to ditch call for unity with bribe.
God, you know those bribes.
Oh god,
They
the
work.
fucking bribes, dude.
Alright, patricians are on the verge of rebellion. Just need to
gonna
vote
rebel.
rebel. Wait, that'll decrease trade.
It works